Nerdrotic.com.
This is the first Christmas we've had together in years.
I love you guys. I'm making up for some lost time.
Authorities are wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city...
Okay, so symbolism. Very important in film. This is your first impression to the world. And I know this trailer, like, people love it. So Hawkeye has two sons. You wouldn't know it in this trailer because they have them practically in silhouette, and he only talks to his daughter. That is very deliberate. What is your problem with sons, Marvel? They removed the word sons from the Midnight Suns video game, and now it's spelled S-U-N, like a fucking sun in the sky. And you want to know why they did this? Patriarchy. I wish I was joking. I think most of you now know it's not a joke. We are, as put it today, balls deep into the MCU, and this whole series is going to be about Hawkeye slowly, deliberately removing his testicles very slowly, probably individually, separately, whatever, and handing them off to a much smarter, more capable Kate Bishop, who is a character created mostly for this new era of MCU. Now, I didn't mind Kate Bishop as a young Avenger. I thought it would be kind of cool that Marvel had like their own Teen Titans. But to take over for Hawkeye forever, by the way, that's the way the MCU is going. Like, Jeremy Renner, once he's taken over is not going to come back. Chris Evans is not coming back. Robert Downey Jr. is not coming back. This is your MCU. This is the MCU. And Hawkeye never really had his own story. They robbed him of that a couple of times. But instead, they're going to give his story to Kate Bishop, who is a very cosplayable character. Now, I don't want to come down too hard on cosplayers, but it certainly has changed costuming in comics. Now everybody's wearing fucking jackets and hoodies and fucking sneakers. And yeah, you wonder why people aren't reading them anymore. And I know, like, in the Suicide Squad, the costumes were supposed to look silly. I thought they looked fucking great. I thought they all looked fucking great. And not in a cheesy way. Legit. I loved them.
This we've had together in years.
I love you guys. I'm making up for some lost time.
Authorities are wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld is...
Okay, I'm sorry. I got to hear that again because there's a key word here.
Authorities are wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld...
Terrorized the city's underworld. Now, I know this is silly Billy comic book stuff, but you know what made the MCU successful? I'm going to use a Robert Meyer Burnett word. Verisimilitude. They made you believe that a guy in a red and gold armor suit could punch a purple guy from space, a big purple guy from space, and made it believable, made it serious. If you want to know what the biggest difference is between a DC fan and a Marvel fan is, Marvel fans are not as into verisimilitude as DC fans are. DC fans take their fucking superheroes seriously. That's why a lot of them were a fan of the Snyder Cut, because Snyder took the hero thing very seriously. This now all of Marvel is tongue in cheek. It's just all tongue in cheek. It's turning into The Tick. Now The Tick is fucking awesome. The Tick is the single best superhero parody ever made. The Tick is one of the most successful, well, I would say, as far as quality of content, successful series ever made. The comics are great. The animated series was great. Both live action TV series were great. Even with The Tick, there was a love of superheroes that was at the foundation. I know superheroes are silly. I know. I don't care. I like it when it's taken seriously. If you start playing everything tongue in cheek, then frankly, you're going to lose the dudes, especially when you start removing all masculinity from absolutely everything.
Is back.
The past has caught up with me.
Should we be worried?
No.
She gets a lot of screen time, this daughter.
No, it's nothing. I'll be home for Christmas. I promise.
The boys just sit in the car, blurry and in silhouette, or their backs to them, because suns don't matter. That's just future little patriarchies. Oh, so original.
When I wore this suit, I made a whole lot of
terrorizing. Absolutely. I am stricken with fear. This little girl in a costume is going to beat the shit out of some 300-pound Russian guys.
enemies.
They're probably going to be white supremacists.
You're a Hawkeye.
Who the hell are you?
Some people have actually called me the world's greatest archer.
Some people call me the world's greatest archer. The key to SJW writing, self-labeling. I'm the greatest archer who ever lived. That's great. You can shoot arrows. Can you fight hand-to-hand with a 300-pound Russian guy? Or can you fight Shang-Chi? Can you fight Moon Knight? Can you fight Ghost Rider? Can you fight Vision? Can you fight Spider-Man? Can you fight Daredevil? Because she ain't got no powers. So she is a teenage girl, still growing up. Looks like she just got back from the mall because women don't need to train as hard as men for these superhero roles for some reason. I was just watching a protest in Canada of firefighters and police standing in front of the building, silently protesting all the mandates. It's great. And there was a bunch of firefighting women, and some of those women were yoked. That would go a long way with the verisimilitude. You know, Gina Carano. It's convincing. You just need to convince. Kate Bishop, like in comic books, anything can be convincing. That's why I think it's the ultimate medium. But if you really want me to believe that a teenage girl is out like taking on the Yakuza and fucking mowing them down with their arrows weighing 110 pounds without superpowers.
Are you one of those people?
It's the most wonderful.
Hey, babe, I should be back and...
Yeah, because it's not weird that a married guy is hanging out with a, teenage girl.
Day or two? Hang on a second.
And I am aware, yes, I've read Young Avengers, and I'm aware of all the comic canon that Marvel will ignore. So we're not even going to consider it. Just leave that behind. Not leave your head canon behind. What has it done? It's only gotten you into trouble. Do I need to bring up Mephisto again?
Things have gotten more complicated.
There's your big bad right there. It's always some brunette lady or something. Remember when Sigourney Weaver was the big bad in The Defenders? And she was kung fu fighting Elektra. Oh my God, I was so excited for that. And then they're like, Sigourney Weaver is the villain. I'm like, I like Sigourney Weaver. I do. Fucking Ripley. Fucking A. Total badass. She's like 65. Osteoporosis. All right, let's talk about Rogers, the musical. Do I think Broadway would make a musical about a fallen hero? Yes, I do. Absolutely. Would they call it Rogers? No. In this world, everyone would still be calling him Captain America. He would be Cap. It'd be Cap the musical, Captain America the musical, not Captain Rogers the musical. This is so fucking deliberate. This feels like a total middle finger. We're not going to call Steve Rogers Captain America anymore because he's not Cap. Because an original character, one of the earliest Black original characters, one that wasn't called Black superhero, one that was just called the Falcon. Correct me if I'm wrong, toy collectors. The first Black character to have an action figure for Marvel, Mego Falcon, which I own. You took that character's name away so you can give him an established white characters, and you call that progress. It's not progress. By the way, it didn't work in the comics, and they had to bring Cap back. Now, Cap is still technically a Nazi, and that's why I don't read Marvel comics anymore. And until they fucking undo that and fire half of everybody there, I wouldn't come back. So this is stupid. And this, you know, the Eternals trailer, of course, he was referred to as Captain Rogers there when nobody was calling him that. He was fucking Captain America. He's still Captain America, and this is bullshit. Because I know early on in the series of Falcon and Winter Soldier, they tried to steer away from the, I'm not Black Falcon, I'm just Falcon. But then they went ahead and made Black Captain America. What's he fighting, a Ren Fair? Oh my God, look on the right. Is that Polka Dot Man's mom? Oh, look, cute doggy. So they gave Kate Bishop a better fucking costume than Hawkeye. He's finally wearing purple. That's great. Hawkeye had one of the coolest fucking costumes. I want his big, stupid fucking H on his forehead. I want his mask. I want him wearing his like tunic. He just looked like G.I. Joe. I think Jeremy Renner was absolutely hosed in the MCU. And Hawkeye again should be street level, hard rated R, bloody, violent. I mean, you shoot fucking arrows at people. I wonder how many people, I mean, like arrows sticking out of the eyes and all kinds of stuff.
This is too dangerous. Definitely not this one.
You don't have to say definitely like that. Holy shit. There are arrows more dangerous than that one?
It's just some Christmas.
Not the worst trailer I've seen from Marvel. I love Christmas Time. I do love that song. I like Golden Retrievers. Kate Bishop, I don't like. Hawkeye should have been given something a lot sooner. He should be given his own story. But male characters cannot have their own stories anymore. They cannot. They have to be led, surrounded, shown the way by much smarter, more competent, no fun Marvel mommies. And that's what we'll probably get.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
If you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking and sharing the videos. It really does help. And if you did this with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.